And you join me here on the Aker Solutions stand at SPE Offshore Europe 2023. I'm joined by Jonathan Minnitt. Jonathan, good morning, and well, tell us all about Aker Solutions and what you guys do.
Morning, John. Thanks for stopping by. Aker Solutions is a broad-based engineering contractor. We start right from the beginning, early phase, origination, right through to execution and building it, and ultimately decommissioning. Stop by a little bit later for some videos on explosions and decom.
Well, I have to say it's an impressive video wall you have on your stand, and if you've visited SPE Offshore Europe in the past, you'll know that doing something different on your stand is often a good thing to try and pull people in. And actually, you're going to take us around here and show us something.
Why don't we go along?
Yeah,
so what we thought we'd do was ask some difficult questions and try and address them in an artistic and creative way. So we've got a great artist here just answering some questions that have been posed to us, that the industry's asking, and that we're sort of solving as we move along.
So these are three questions. Talk us through then the three questions. I imagine they're key to what you do at Aker. First up, the illustration then of what are our main obstacles to achieve net zero?
Well, that's a very tricky question to answer, but there are a couple of really key building blocks on that. So we've become used to working in a certain way. Our systems work for oil and gas. Our ecosystem works within that in terms of getting product to market. But that's changing. The requirements, the drivers are changing. And we need to shift not just what we produce, but also how we use that. And ultimately, how the industry moves forward towards net zero. We can't carry on the same trajectory, but we can't change like that. It's a journey. And there are many different paths to get there. Which one is the right one? That is if you had a crystal ball, now's the time to get that out. But I think there's not going to be a silver bullet. And that's what we see. There's lots of challenges, but lots of opportunities to address those challenges as well.
Definitely a tricky question, but certainly very well illustrated by your wonderful artist. Question two then of the three that has been illustrated over the last day or so here at SPE Offshore Europe. How can we co-create better solutions in an industry? Now that's a really interesting question. These are getting trickier for you to answer.
These are getting trickier, but I think what's shown there is that there's a real depth of know-how, of knowledge from the oil and gas industry. There's also some fresh things coming through from sort of native renewable businesses that are coming through, and of course the next generation feels really passionate about this. So it's great to be able to bring those things together, bring the richness of experience that's there, executing projects, the freshness of ideas coming through, both the broader energy industry and the next generation. That's key, the next generation.
And finally, the third, this is a really interesting one. How can we accelerate energy transition? Now, what a key subject. I mean, very well illustrated by your artist.
It is. Accelerating it, one of the key things is government regulation. Now, that a lot of the time is outside of our control. We have to work within the frameworks that are there. But you've seen from the Inflation Reduction Act in the US and then subsequent changes to the way that Europe is funding these projects, that's really beginning to unlock momentum towards an acceleration. We're moving from the point of doing studies and we're moving on now to the point of actually we have to execute these, we have to deliver some of these. So let's get the backbones in place. I think the way that the UK has gone about the clusters is excellent, but now's time to invest in those and get them moving and then build.
Jonathan, thank you for your time. As you can see here on the wall, still some space to fill in. Your artist will be busy over the next couple of days here at SPE Offshore Europe 2023.